I love Boogie Nights. It's a grand, epic, sweeping, crazy thrill ride through Los Angeles' San Fernando Valley, and just an all-around inspiring celebration of filmmaking. Equal parts funny and touching, it manages to tackle the taboo subject of pornography and injects it with heart and puts forth the idea that these are people too, no matter what you think about their chosen profession. They experience the same human struggles, hardships, and setbacks, the same joys, inspirations, and personal triumphs. One thing that connects everyone is emotion, and there is plenty to go around in Paul Thomas Anderson's masterpiece. What would this film be without the characters? Jack Horner's effortless cool, Amber Waves' motherly warmth and acceptance, Little Bill's awkward and sad pushover, Buck's naive dreamer, Roller Girl's bubblegum effervescence, Reed's tone deafness, Scotty's sad, lovable loser, Maurice's zest for life, and Dirk's modesty and innocence becoming rampant ego and arrogance. Anderson carefully weaves these characters' stories in a patchwork narrative, portraying them as sad, lonely characters shunned by a world that can't seem to align with their vibe. Hence, when they come together to form a family unit, they bond over their unorthodox way of looking at the world, creating a strong, distinct, and fascinating circus of exhibitionism and indulgence. I've always likened Boogie Nights to a hangout movie. Whenever I watch it, I feel like I'm just hanging out with the characters, riding the wave of their roller coaster journey through the evolution of the porn industry. That evolution was perfectly captured by Anderson, dovetailing into his love of film. Shooting porn on film gives way to shooting on videotape as a means to save money.
No, we just keep shooting. This is video where we shoot and then we deal with it later.
As well as using amateurs and non-professional actors. But Jack Horner's inspiring speech about the integrity of the shooting medium of film, it's inspiring, and you can tell it comes from Anderson's passion for the same medium. Even though Boogie Nights was made in the late 90s, and digital filmmaking's takeover of the industry was still a few years away, you can't help but feel Anderson's choice of plot point is absolutely prophetic of things to come. To this day, Anderson has yet to make a movie digitally, further reinforcing the idea that Horner's speech came from Anderson's own passionate feelings. And one can't help but feel a certain sense of pride coming from the notion that the characters liken themselves more to actors than pornographers. Like actors, they're selling a story, and that takes some level of acting ability, no matter how small. Regardless of how amateur they come across on screen, they still take pride in what they do and try and inject it with dignity. And that's inspiring. You root for these characters, even if you don't necessarily agree with their life choices. Anderson's film really pushes the idea that you can disagree with a character's choices and root for them at the same time, or at least find them fascinating enough to continue watching. As many people seem to forget, portrayal is not endorsement. A film's values lie in the way the subjects are portrayed, not the specifics of what the portrayal is. As Roger Ebert said, a film is not about its subject, it's about how it's about its subject. Anderson's film is infused with the kind of energy normally reserved for an action film. Its amazing vivaciousness starts from the very opening, as Anderson employs a long tracking shot through the San Fernando Valley street that leads to the nightclub that is a mainstay of the film's characters. The camera glides, swoops, maneuvers through the club like an insatiable child, wanting to take in every piece of candy in a candy store. This first sequence is bursting at the seams with vitality, and is just a taste of the kind of verve Anderson infuses into the film. He takes many cues from Martin Scorsese's stylistic tendencies and inventive use of the camera. Yet among all the celebration and vitality, the film has a sadness to it that is hinted at initially with Dirk and his family troubles, specifically his shaky relationship with his mother. Like a lot of porn actors, Dirk comes from a rocky home life, and this sadness rears its ugly head again during Dirk's inevitable downfall. Anderson infuses these scenes with the same attention to detail present earlier in the film, never forgetting that this is an ensemble. Anderson's other characters face their own challenges, and as a result, become more human. These later scenes are as depressing and heartbreaking as the earlier scenes are joyful and enthusiastic. Boogie Nights is the gift that keeps on giving. Although Anderson has gone on to make more quote-unquote mature films, and I do feel that There Will Be Blood is his absolute best. Part of me feels Boogie Nights is his reigning masterpiece, as it is his most earnest film, where he wears his heart on his sleeve and holds nothing back. With Boogie Nights, he had everything to prove, and that kind of determination bleeds from every frame of the film, creating an unforgettable experience. If you enjoyed this video, consider hitting the like and subscribe button, as I'll be posting more content in the future. Thanks for watching.